Hey, what is up guys, it's Arodiad here. Welcome to our Pokemon Showdown series episode 16, and in today's episode I have a OU battle for you guys. And in today's OU battle, it is pretty much one of my first OU battles. I'm extremely new to OU and it does show in this battle. However, I decided to go with a recommended Pokemon by a subscriber of mine by the name of Martin, which was Vaporeon. So I tried to use it. It didn't really shine in this battle much. Pretty much it just scolded everything. But without further ado, why don't we just get straight into this battle. So I'm on the far side, and he leads off with Metagross as I lead off with my Slime. He decides to go for the Trick, which I didn't know that he was going to carry, and pretty much gave me the Choice Band. So I decided to go for the Scald, trying to get some burn on this, trying to get a burn on this guy. It does not work out. He decides to switch out, and I decide to stay in and go for the Scald again, hoping to burn anything either on the Switch or the Metagross again. So I go for the Scald, did not get the burn, so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to switch out and go into my Spiky Rock, knowing that he can't really touch me. So I'm going to use this turn to set up the Stealth Rocks as he switches out and goes into his Magna Zone. I am extremely rookie, and I did know that this was going to happen, but I completely forgot. This guy has Magnet Pull and carries a Hidden Power Fire. I'm pretty sure specifically for Ferrothorn, but I can't switch out because of the Magnet Pull. So I'm pretty much in here, and I'm just trying to do as much damage with Power Whip. He does take me out, and that is the end of it. So he gets some leftover HP back. I decided to go for the Sacred Sword, thinking it's going to kill. It does not kill. I underestimate how bulky these things are. He goes for the Volt Switch, and it does a lot of damage to me. So he goes back out into his Metagross, and I decided to go for the Sword Sense here, predicting the Stealth Rocks, thinking that this guy would carry Stealth Rocks. Turns out he doesn't, goes for the Earthquake and just takes me out. So that was another rookie mistake on my part. He gets some leftovers back, and I decide to go back into my Vaporeon, hoping to get the burn on something. So he goes into his Registeel, and pretty much what's going to happen is I go for the Scald, and it does get the burn, and I'm extremely happy for that, because the burn is going to help me whittle down this Registeel. So I'm going to go for the Scald again, get the critical hit. It won't really matter, you'll see soon, but he decides to go for the Stealth Rocks. Does quite a bit, well, it doesn't do quite a bit, but it's going to do quite a bit to a lot of my Pokemon entering in. I go for the Scald, doesn't take it out, and it turns out this guy is Resto Chesto, and he gets all his HP back for nothing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for the Scald again, hoping to get the burn and then switch out. Do not get the burn. He goes for the Charge Beam, which I didn't know these things carried. He gets the special attack boost, but it doesn't do anything considering. So I'm decided to stay in, go for another Scald, pretty much because I am stuck into Scald. So I'm going to continue going. He misses another Charge Beam. I finally get the burn, which is great. He goes to the Charge Beam. I'm like, you know what? This guy might rest now. I'm burnt. This guy's burnt. I'm going to switch out and go into my Terrakion because I am super effective against this guy. So he decides to go for the rest as I predicted. Heals all the way back up, and as you can see, he is stuck. So I'm going to go for the close combat and just take this guy out in one hit. So my Terrakion was doing work. So now it is 4-5. I'm still not in a good position, but his Metagross comes back in, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to switch out, go into my Vaporeon, considering because my Vaporeon is pretty much useless because all it can do is Scald, because I think it's got Ice Beam this one and then Protect and Wish, but since I am Choice Banded, I can't switch out. Well, I can't really change my moves. So he switches out into his Espeon as I go for the Scald. I do not get the burn, which does suck. So I decide to switch out, and I decide to go into my JJ the Jet Plane. And he goes for the Signal Beam. It is resisted completely. And I know this guy's a Steel type, but I decided to go for the Aura Sphere, thinking it's going to do a lot of damage. Turns out it doesn't. I don't know if this guy's Assault Vested or just really bulky, but he misses the Blizzard, and I'm like, you know what, that's great. I'm going to go for the Tri-Attack, hoping to get some hacks. I do get the Freeze, and I do not carry T-Wave on this guy. I probably should, but Tri-Attack is just so much more fun. So I decided to go for the Aura Sphere again. Does quite a bit. Next Aura Sphere will kill, but he thaws out and decides to go for the Scald. Does quite a bit of damage considering. I actually did quite a bit. Oh my goodness. But I do decide to go for the Aura Sphere and just take this guy out again. So that is the dead Espeon. It's not Espeon. I was about to say, yeah, Empoleon. So he goes into a Skarmory. I'm like, you know what, this is another Steel type, but I'm just going to stay in because these Stealth Rocks are going to do quite a bit of damage to me. He does for the Taunt, thinking I'm going to go for the T-Wave, but I do not carry it. I probably should. I do not carry the Nasty Plot either. So for some reason, this guy's carrying the Quick Claw. So I'm like, okay, whatever floats your boat. I go for the Tri-Attack. It doesn't do anything, but I'm really hoping for that Paralysis just so I can slow this guy down and possibly stop his chances from roosting. But I do get the Paralysis, and he goes for the second layer of Spikes. I'm pretty sure it's second. It could be third, but I'm pretty sure it's second. I give it the Aura Sphere, almost takes it out, and pretty much this guy's going to roost, and I'm just like, what should I do? I kind of don't want to switch out because what can I really do? But he decides to switch out into his Tesla as Death Fodder, and I go for the Air Slash, hoping to get some flinch hacks now that the Skarmory was paralyzed. turns out it doesn't work, but now he's another steel type. I go for the Aura Sphere and it takes it out. So he does get us a free switch into whatever Pokemon he decides to switch into. So, oh my god, I just realized this guy is a mono steel team. I'm an idiot. But he goes into his Metagross. I go for the Tri-Attack, hoping to get some paralysis, but I get the freeze, but he thaws out. I'm like, well, damn it. He goes for the Medium Mash, almost takes out my JJ. But I'm like, you know what? His whole team's steel. I'm just going to stay in here just to sack this guy off, hoping to get a Spasm Inflictment. That's the word. I was about to say Inflailment. What the hell's that? But I do not, and he takes me out with another Medium Mash. So I go into my Slime pretty much because I can try and scold this thing. It didn't occur to me that this guy would outspeed. I don't know if he's running Jolly or I'm just naturally slow, but my Vaporeon goes down for no reason at all. But here comes the Rabid Dog. I know the Rabid Dog. I know my Greninja is the only chance of me winning, so I go for the close combat. Almost takes out this Metagross. It would have been amazing if it did, but it didn't, and the Earthquake is super effective and takes me out. So it's 3 against 1 here, and it all comes down to pretty much my Greninja. So I go into my Greninja, shiny, sparkling all over the place. Not really sparkling because it's Showdown, but I decide to go for the Dark Pulse because I do get stabbed because it is Protein. And this Metagross gets taken down. So now he decides to go into a Skarmory. I do carry the Ice Beam. I was kind of shaky if he was going to take it out if this guy was I don't know if it's not Impish, is it? But just defensive or specially defensive. But it does take it out. And here comes Fluffy. I am carrying the Hydro Pump, so I do need to hit it. However, I do miss the Hydro Pump. I'm pretty sure it would have taken Heatran out. He does go for the Earth Power, and it does take me out. So that was a great battle. I really enjoyed this. I am extremely sorry for the lack of Showdown updates. I haven't been able to record since my mom's been very sick, and I've had to take care of her. But if you guys have any other recommendations for Pokemon you want me to use, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Really helps me out. Follow my Twitter. Links will be in the description below. And yeah, don't really have much else to say. This has been Arodiad. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.